One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's... What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that. Why would they kill Sayaka, though? She's like the most innocent or whatever. Why wouldn't you kill, like, some dickhole? You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you he killed her.
Wrong.
Oops, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. They wanted to... The one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey,
You're super naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave, however. Even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
Referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills fellow students becomes blackened will graduate unless they are... I can't read what it said. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you were talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo, it's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Oh, so we do have like a makeshift court type system, Phoenix Wright style. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. A few hours? Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown. Oh
During
shit.
the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
God damn.
Which, of course, means your school life will come to an end.
What?
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well...
What exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? To put it simply, it's execution.
What?
And by execution you mean...
Execution is... execution. Execution!
You mean like in fighting games when it's important that you don't drop your combos?
Electric chair.
Requires very good execution.
Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. To make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing. Means you'll all be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. Holy fuck. Hold on a second.
What are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that.
What the...
A class trial, what the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What are you talking about?
I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
I don't
Don't be
believe
so
it.
selfish.
Stop it!
Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. My style is to stick it out and resist till the very end. Really want to get out of here? You'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Gimme!
Enjoying yourself now.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gungnir!
The fuck? Did he just kill her? Oh, come on. I was just barely got to know her. What the shit?
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Just like that, she never moved again. Jesus!
Wait!
That got real violent real quick. I don't... This can't be real. No way. Yup.
Well now,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. Now you guys understand, right? Pretty fucked up.
now you see just how serious I am.
Pretty fucked up.
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
Pretty fucked up.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Man, is there like a way to save her? Because holy shit. Also, why is her blood purple? Why is all the blood in this game purple? More of a pink, I guess, like a hot pink. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. She was a Klingon, I think. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She was deaded. She'd been murderfied. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. You don't say! How redundant can you get? Really not that all that shocking, really. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. No big deal. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. What? It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. It isn't some superhero comic. Though it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Yeah, it seems very realistic to me. 10 out of 10 on realism. Would realism again. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now,
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
the Monokuma file!
Okay. I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much for the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Jesus, man, with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Left us stunned and confused. At a total loss, he left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. Growing meager right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. There was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now is not the time to wallow in your depression. Blah, 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 blah. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh.
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
Just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. Just gotta do this. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment, They're using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. That's what it takes to survive, and that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice, I have to do this. Yep. So I'm really curious if there was like a way to save Junko. Maybe if I'd like talked to her during free time or something and befriended her a little bit more, maybe she would have been... Maybe, I don't know. Weird. So I can talk to everybody. Damn. I guess let's just investigate this shit. Gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Touched her wrist to check for pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. Don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. She's dead? And that means...
What?
Yep.
Let me out of here!
This guy's finally catching up.
What's your problem?
Just now accepting that. Jeez. So I wonder who did it. Well, obviously, Monokuma did that, but... Toko's pretty suspicious for Sayaka's death. She was one of the last ones to show up, and she was also... Remember that moment earlier on, a little while back, she was like, saying she needed to mentally prepare herself for something? I don't know. Look at her. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. What about you?
Oh.
So you finally noticed.
Crap?
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died. She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. You guys didn't notice that already? I mean, what's-his-face dragged me back from the place, so... Everyone's gaze turned to me. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Getting framed here.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence. If the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it.